Hello, welcome to Mina's bookshelf. Today I would like to revisit with you a deck that I have already walked you through and reviewed extensively on the channel in November, I think. It's the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, 44 Oracle cards for Abundance by Taylor Eaton with artwork by Stephanie Wicker Campbell. This is a mass market deck published by Muse Oracle Press. They were so kind to send me a review copy last year and asked me to work with it and give them my unbiased opinion. As you know, going through the playlist of my readings, I do love to do general check-ins that cover mainly the abundance, prosperity, professional path, general readings. And this was a great addition to my kit of tools to do this kind of readings. Today also, because of the recent happenings, astrological happenings, I'm referring to the lunar eclipse in Virgo and the recent blood moon that happened just a couple of days ago. It would be a great time to do a reading concerning our ability or inability to create a change in our life that might invite prosperity and abundance, whatever prosperity means to you. The reason for this is because the lunar eclipse in Virgo, a full moon in Virgo, actually opened a portal for us through which we can declutter, release, let go of things that create blockages in our life, especially when it comes to work, home environment, our personal physical well-being, health. Although I do not do health readings for ethical reasons, as you know. But it would be interesting to know what are the things, the aspects of our lives, the energies, the people that we need to release in order to invite positive energy, prosperity, wealth, happiness, personal happiness, well-being in our professional environment, home environment, and personal self. So let's take a brief look at the deck, just a reminder of how it works. This is a 44 Oracle cards deck, mass market deck, and it's made of two main groups. We have the archetype cards, 22 archetype cards, and 22 awareness cards. The way this deck is set up will allow you, for example, to answer questions about your energy or the energy that you need to embrace in order to create abundance in your life. And with the awareness cards, we have an actual guidance, steps that you can take, affirmations that you need to repeat to yourself, guidance on how to achieve this the energy that is represented by the archetypal energy of the other 22 cards. So we're going to go through the cards very quickly, take a look at them. They're beautiful. It's a collage art style. It will remind you of a lot of the Moonchild deck, the Star Child deck by Danielle Noel. She's the one who started this beautiful trend that I personally love when it comes to illustrations in decks. And then we'll do a reading. I still have to decide if I want to do just a reading for the collective, or if I want to give you a couple of options, like a pick a card kind of reading. But anyway, let's take a look at the cards. I still keep them separate because even if there's still an option for you to use this deck, mixing the cards, shuffling the cards all together. I prefer to work with it, keeping the two groups separate. And I like to pull a card from the archetype to give us an idea of what is the goal, what is the potential that you can achieve in order to invite prosperity in your life, and what is the guidance that you need to follow that potentially might help you achieve this goal. So I like to keep those two groups separate, and this is how we're going to look at them. So they're not in alphabetical order anymore. I've been using them a few times. There are no numbers, but the cards are listed in the guidebook in alphabetical order, so it's pretty easy to find the meaning. So we have the seer, So as you can see, beautiful collage art style, photographic manipulation, very ethereal look, very muted colors, pastel colors, very gentle, and of course, as you can imagine, is very women-centric when it comes to energy. But nothing can hold you from using it if you read it for other people, also for men, because we all share the feminine and the masculine energy in each of us, and some of us identify with one kind of energy or the other. So we have the seer, the storyteller, the adventurer, the alchemist, the light weaver. I pulled this card for myself today. The key holder, the catalyst, the pathfinder, the cardstock, and that is that beautiful high quality battery matte kind. It is typical, for example, of the Blue Angel cardstock. Very flexible also. They're just the right thickness, not too thick, not too thin. The goddess, the conduit. In case I forgot, I will link my in-depth review in the description of the video, and you will find also that description pinned in the comments. The monarch, the stargazer, the rogue, the healer, the wealthy woman, the giver, the student. I love to use these cards, especially in the archetype group, as significators when I do readings for other people. The artisan, the observer, the orchestrator, the champion, the leader. And back to the seer. And then we have the awareness cards, the guidance, the affirmations, the advice. So we have Man the Flow. This is the card that I pulled for myself today. A receiving mode, soul wealth, financial flow, garden of wealth, radiant abundance, sacred stillness. Because of the new age vibe and the beautiful artwork, if you like to match the pair decks that are aesthetically and energetically compatible, you will be able to match this one with a lot of other decks. I've mentioned before Danielle Noel decks, the Star Child, the Moon Child, the Cosmic Seed Tarot, some of Chris Ann decks, like for example the Muse decks, that would be perfect too. Sacred stillness, and I think that in my previous in-depth review video I might have done a few pairings as well. Seasons of wealth, prosperous prayer, divine surrender, metamorphosis, rooted, bountiful blessing, eon of excess, abundant assembly. Now, some of the keywords are very self-explanatory, and if you're doing readings on the go, you might simply refer to those to help you get into get the intuitive hits that you need to interpret the cards and convey the messages to your querent. And some others, you might actually look at the artwork and maybe find something in that guidebook that might help you with your intuitive downloads. But as a rule of thumb with this deck, I would really invite you to take a look at the guidebook, because it's the meanings in the guidebook are really useful. I think they're very empowering and inspiring. Wealth wounds, rebirth, abundant expansion, prosperous overflow. Another beautiful deck you could pair it with, I think it's the Goddess Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I've done readings with that too, and it worked pretty well. Cosmic Celebration, Fortress of Protection, Breath of Abundance, and that was the last one of our 22. So we're going to keep them separate. Let's take a quick look at the guidebook. I forgot to show you the box. It's a simple hard case 2-part box. Beautiful details on the sides and beautiful details inside as well. For the guidebook, it's printed on a nice glossy full color paper. There's a very simple introduction, and there are no spreads suggested. The creator goes straight into the archetype cards meanings, and then the awareness cards meanings as well. And then there is a featured author page and illustrator. The author is Taylor Eden. She's a money mindset expert and has helped hundreds of people create more wealth in their lives through various coaching programs. She also has a YouTube channel. She does a lot of these readings, so go and check her out. And the artist is Stephanie Wicker Campbell, which is the face behind Muse Oracle Press. Okay. Okay, so the reading, it's my usual 4 cards spread using the tarot, and I will be pulling a card from the archetype section of the deck and a card from the awareness. And then I will pull also a card from the Moonology Manifestation deck, just to give you a final affirmation, a final boost for the reading. The deck that I'm going to use, of course, is the Moonchild Tarot, the light edition, but it would be great also in combination with the shadow edition, the one with the purple back and the purple edging. Okay, so let's do a since we have 3 crystals here, we have a clear quartz, we have a flower agate, and we have a yellow citrine cluster here. Let's pull 3 archetypes and 3 awareness, 3 guidance cards. We'll read the meanings also from the guidebook. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to choose and make this reading more meaty. Okay, so there will be timestamps, if I remember, also in the description of the video. So these are the archetype cards for group 1, group 2, and group 3. Then we're going to pick a card from the awareness section for indication how to achieve that energy that is already potentially in you. This for the second pile, and I wanted this one for the third pile. And then we'll grab also 4 cards from the tarot, and I'm going to put them. Actually, I'll pull them each time. Okay, I'll pull them each time. I don't want to just take 4, 4, and 4. If cards want to come back in the second and third pile as well, that's fine. It's a redundant message, but you know, I like to keep my my options with cards open. Okay, so putting the citrine group and the flower agate group to the side. And let's begin with the clear quartz. So if you chose the clear quartz, this is your reading. What is blocking the manifestation of abundance and prosperity and well-being in your life. What changes do you need to embrace? What are the blockages? What do you need to release? What do you need to let go and declutter from your life? So we have the archetype is the leader. So this is the energy that potentially you carry already in yourself, but you're blocked for some reason. So we need to work to achieve, to totally embrace this energy. So the leader, see what we have, cheetahs here on the sides, beautiful, and the lunar faces. So what I immediately heard when I saw this card is that this is a cycle that you need to go through. You're meant to rediscover yourself, achieve, embrace yourself again. You were born to be a leader, but you're going through a cyclical, let's say, dimming of this energy. The guidance for you is abundant expansion. Okay, and let's pull the card. We'll read from the guidebook. So 4 cards, one for the current energy, just to give an idea of the situation in your life you're dealing with when it comes to work, home environment, yourself, I don't like to say health situation, because I don't do health reading, so I will put it in this frame, like general well-being. Because of course, when we are at the top of our personal energy, physical, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, that's when we become more productive and more successful. So what is your current situation? Your current situation, the Knight of Wands. You're ready to go. You're ready to embrace the adventure. You're ready to embrace the change. There's a lot of courage here. And I'm not surprised to see that the potential energy for you is the leadership energy. You're not waiting for anyone to show you the way. You're a pathfinder. So what is the challenge here? What is the blockage? What's blocking you? What's blocking you? See, normally in a traditional deck, the Knight of Wands is represented as a knight on a horseback, and normally the Knight of Wands, which is the expression of energy and optimism and adventurous spirit, absolute lack of fear. They go into battle, head on. It's pretty static in here instead. It's not really moving. Almost as if he was waiting for something or somebody. What is the blockage for you? The Ace of Pentacles. I would say we will read this card as if it came out in the reverse, because it's the challenge, the blockage. It could be a lack of resources. A lack of resources, or maybe a missed opportunity. For some reason you have missed an opportunity. It could have been a money windfall, could have been a reward, it could have been a new job opportunity, it could have been the opportunity for you to go back to school and start a new course of studies, so an opportunity to increase your self-development when it comes to skills. It could have been a loss. You might have lost something. There might be a financial loss, not only maybe a missed opportunity. It's lack of resources anyway. That's the main problem here. You didn't act fast enough. The guidance for you, according to the tarot. Death. There's a big change. As we said before, it's the energy of the lunar eclipse. There's something that needs to be let go of. There's a drastic, dramatic change that needs to be implemented here. You need to say goodbye to something or to somebody or to a particular situation. Let's see the potential outcome for you. If you follow the guidance of the abundant, the wealthy woman oracle. Oops, we have two cards. Abundant expansion was the guidance. I'm thinking about it now. It's interesting how, as I was saying before, sometimes you can simply rely on the keywords to get the intuitive hit, but I just had a download when I took a look at the steps here, at the ladder, at the steps, I mean. It feels like this opportunity that you have missed might be available to you once more, but there are steps that you need to take. It reminds me of that quote that says there is no escalator to success. You have to take the steps. It's a process. There are things that you need to do. The steps remind me of the phases of the moon. This is a process. There are steps that need to be taken. There's work that needs to be done. There is no shortcut. There is no escalator to success. You have to take the steps. And the outcome was the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Well, these are very positive as energies. I see you going courageously and bravely, following your dreams with this Knight of Cups, very idealistic card, and the King of Cups. Something that will give you some emotional fulfillment as well. It's not just a matter of inviting material things in your life. Whatever it is, this pentacle that you unfortunately have lost because you already had it, but you were not taking good care of it, or maybe we're not fast enough when a window of opportunity opened. I really feel like you had the opportunity to start something all over, but you didn't. You didn't take it. And the only way for you to manifest this prosperity, this abundance in your workplace, in your home, in yourself when it comes to personal well-being is to say goodbye to something that's not serving its purpose anymore. There's no reason for you to hold on to something that belongs in the past. And you were quite ready to take that jump forward, to leap forward. The Knight of Wands shares a lot of the energy with the Fool card. Sometimes it's foolhardy as a temperament, but it's also the only way for you to grab opportunities. Have the courage to let go of the ground behind you and leap forward, move forward with new adventures, with new actions, with new plans. This could be also the energy of somebody around you, not only your own energy, it could be also the energy of somebody around you. But definitely somebody here is moving. It could be a creative project. With the cups, they do not represent only the emotional self and the relationships and love, but also creativity and any creative project. Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. It could be a new job, a new project, something. And when I say that, you need to take this reading and filter it through the lens of your own circumstances. So if your concern is about your professional life, this could be talking about a new job, a promotion or something like that. If you're not leaving a particular place behind you, if you're still staying in the same kind of environment, maybe just a move up the ladder of the promotions. It could be a new job that would involve leaving something drastically behind. It could be also a project around the house. Something that declaring, signified here by the Death card, something that you need to let go of in order to make room for something new. Okay, it could be something as simple as a creative project around the house, improvement of the house with this Page of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. So, yeah, it could be your family environment, your home, or a job, or a course of studies. But I do see a lot of people here other people involved. So it could be your colleagues, it could be your family, it could be your friends, people that you have connections with, and maybe you share the environment with them. So let's read from the guidebook. The leadership card and the abundant expansion. So this is the energy that you potentially have in yourself, and you need to embrace and work toward it, following the guidance of the abundant expansion card. So shift your focus and direct the flow of abundance. The leader is in command of the prosperity in her life. She has a clear vision for what she wants to accomplish and directs her money accordingly. She spends no time worrying whether her vision will be realized. She knows with unwavering certainty that she is the one in control. This card is inviting you to consciously step into the role of being the leader with your money. In your dance with abundance, it is important to remember that you are the one who is taking the lead. You are the conductor. Money follows you. It doesn't lead you. It doesn't control you. It doesn't call the shots. In fact, it's taking cues from you. Even when you feel that you're the one following, always at the back and call of money, always chasing it, you are the one initiating the chase by focusing on luck more than abundance. Turn your focus to the way money ebbs and flows with you. See how it goes where you point, never putting up an argument. Look for all the ways it is trying to make itself available to you. See how it is always working for you and your highest good. From this vantage point, it's easy to see how the idea that money controls you is merely an illusion. You are the leader. Money is only ever following you. Another thought that I had about your current situation and the challenge, it might be also that you might have taken some risks with this energy here, with the kind of wands, and as a consequence of the risk that you have taken, you might have either lost material things that you already possessed, or you missed an opportunity because you were looking either in the wrong direction, or maybe you acted too quickly, too recklessly, instead of giving this situation more thought. Let's see what the guidance is with abundant expansion. Expand your ability to receive and your capacity to maintain more wealth. Your ability to hold abundance, as it's measured by money, is limited by its physical reality, but you're always able to expand to receive and hold more. You're currently expanding to allow more wealth in your life. Your expansion may feel blissful and exhilarating. It may feel like the natural progression of things. If this is the case, then this card is assigned to keep allowing yourself to expand and enjoy its unfolding. But more often than not, expansion is uncomfortable, sometimes excruciatingly so. For this reason, expansion often is mistaken for hardship, especially when it comes to money, which you lack. You seem to lack the resources here. Just like growing pains, the discomfort you feel is due to your figurative stretching as you expand your energetic ability to receive more abundance. If you're feeling uncomfortable in your expansion, turn your focus away from the perceived discomfort and place it more on recognizing how you're being stretched. Any discomfort you feel is here to serve your expansion. Ask how you are being challenged to stretch, how you're being asked to trust more in your own capabilities. Are you being asked to tap into generosity or gratitude? Are you being asked to release your attachment to money? Are you being asked to own your worth? Allow yourself to see the beauty of your expansion rather than the pain of it. Allow yourself to be stretched so you can expand your ability to receive more. I forgot, we're pulling a card also from the Immunology Manifestation card, something to give you a boost and inspiration on how to more easily accept the change, the ending of a situation and the beginning of a new one. Change is never, most of the time, it's not really comfortable for anyone, especially when it's a dramatic change. We do not easily embrace the unknown. But this is definitely a situation that says that once a door closes, another one will open, and it will make you emotionally gratified. Might give you also the possibility to give expression to your creativity. And being in charge, being the leader of this. 2 cards want to be seen, actually 3. Take inspired action with the full moon in Virgo that we just had. Forgive. Maybe forgive yourself for not being able to hold on to your assets, to the wealth or the prosperity, or for not being able to grab the opportunity when it presented itself. And honor your feelings, especially with these 2 cards, the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. These cards are cards for me that invite you to be self-compassionate. Forgive yourself. It's okay. You didn't do it that time. You lost that opportunity, but fine. You're still in charge with your future and your ability to expand abundance in your life. And accept the change. Accept that the situation is over. You need to start all over again. Keep your eyes open, because something, as these the idea of the cyclicality of the moon phases conveys in these images, in this image, something is due to come back in your life. And guess what? We have a Mercury retrograde just around the corner. So if you missed an opportunity, the universe is going to give you the chance to retrace your steps and do the right choices this time. Okay, so let me know in the comments how this reading resonated with you. I always enjoy reading your comments and offer my feedback as well. Okay, so this was the reading for the viewers that picked the clear quartz crystal. And now we're going to do pile number 2. If you chose the flower agate crescent moon, this is your reading. So potential energy, significant card energy you already carry within yourself, but you need to embrace in its totality in order to remove the obstacles from your energetic field and create abundance. So we have the giver, very generous card, very generous energy, and financial flow. Interesting. The guidance, the card for the guidance is the financial flow. Now let's see from the Moonchild Tarot. What is happening in your life? What are the changes that you need to embrace? What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of in your work, home environment, and also consider what the recently had, the full moon in Virgo and the lunar eclipse. This changes my concern also your ability to take care of yourself, your general well-being. So, current situation. One more shuffle. You're a giver. You're very generous. And I'm immediately hearing here, you need to be a little bit more discerning. Especially when it comes to giving so generously, so freely to others. Maybe some boundaries are necessary in order to redirect this financial flow in the right direction. It's a beautiful quality you have. In giving to others, you help other people to achieve their prosperity, and you achieve your own prosperity through that kind of action, generous action, but you need to be careful also to protect your own energy. Be careful not to give too much. The giver gives without expecting anything in return, but it's always good for the receiving part to give you something in exchange, just to keep this flow of energy, abundant energy, balanced. Okay, current situation, what do we need to know? We have the King of Wands. This could be you. Interesting, for the pile number 1, for those who chose the clear quartz crystal, we had a Knight of Wands in this position here. current situation. What is the blockage? What is the challenge? What's blocking your ability to manifest abundance, prosperity, necessary changes in your life? We have the Two of Pentacles. Funny how we had the Ace of Pentacles in the previous reading, and you really need to take a look at that. Two of Swords fell out together with this. I mean, it was asking to be seen. So indecision, you definitely are. Just a quick note, we had the leader card, the archetype of the first group, and the King of Wands is a leader. So I think there's a connection between the two readings. You may want to take a look at pile number 1. You're a generous leader. You have totally embraced the giving energy, but there's something that is holding you, like the inability to make a choice, to choose between two options, to choose between two ideas, to choose between two possibilities here. Your guidance to promote this financial flow. Page of Swords, a new idea, a new frame of mind, more research, more knowledge. There's something that you need to learn in order to make this decision. Possible outcome. Possible outcome. The Wheel of Fortune. The world will spin in your favor. You will be able to kind of revert the direction of that flow. Right now, the flow of abundance is going from you to other people you're giving to. But it's time for you to receive this energy, this flow of abundance back. It's time for you to become the receiver. This is the main problem here. You give freely, too freely, and maybe you need to become more discerning. You need to question the motivation that other people have in asking you for help, or before you give so freely, even when the help is not requested, when it's you just giving it freely because you're so attentive, so caring, so nurturing, so generous towards other people. You need to ask yourself, am I giving this help to the right person? Is this the right way to help them? Should you rather, protect yourself instead? But it feels like the direction of the flow of abundance will change into, in your favor. Will move towards you. So I would like to ask for a clarifier, though. What is this Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords? The blockage, the challenge here. What are these two options? An inability to make a decision. Who to give to, maybe. Whom to give to. Maybe there are two recipients. Let's clarify. I just need one card. Help me understand what these two... Oh, look at this. I mean, Page of Swords and the Moon. There's something you don't know. There's something you don't know. You need to understand. Something that is hidden. Or maybe there's a doubt, some insecurity. You're unsure about which opportunity to drop and which one to focus on, especially when it comes to being the person that gives rather than the person that receives. Very interesting. Let's read the meanings here from the guidebook. So I'm talking to somebody who is very, is hitting a brick wall right now, making a decision about choosing one option rather than the other. It could be two different jobs. It could be two different ways to create income, two different ways to generate wealth, two possible, actions that you might take. two different choices. There's a need for you to investigate. You need to investigate. It might happen through talking to other people, through doing some research, maybe reading, um, talking to somebody that might counsel you. The outcome, anyway, is very positive. The energy is very positive. How interesting. Ten of Pentacles. This is the abundance. Is the end of a cycle that yields the results, the financial results. This could be also financial responsibilities, especially when it comes to family or work. Temperance, this is the resolution. And Six of Wands, success. Four of Wands, it could be something related to your home or work environment. Okay, let's read from the guidebook. For pile number 2. The Giver. Let's see if we can get some more informations about the situation. Abundance through selflessness. The giver delights in act of selflessness. She's always ready to share the wealth she has in order to aid others. She never depletes herself, but always shares whatever access she has, and never with the expectation for reciprocation. But I do have the feeling, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, it feels like in this case, you need to regulate a little bit more, be more discerning when it comes to directing the flow of financial help, because a return of the wheel is expected. Something needs to come back to you. I know that you like to give, and it's a very beautiful, beautiful energy, selfless, giving to other people, generous, uninterested, no strings attached. But it seems like you need to make a decision here. Be more discerning, be a little more suspicious of other people's reasons. There's a feeling like something maybe is omitting, something is hidden from you. You had doubts about it. As she gives without hesitation, the more she receives. It's a tough abundance. It's as though abundance is drawn to her the more that she shares. The giver cards ask you to give freely today. Look for opportunity to give it to others, whether it's some of your time, money, energy, or love, and give it with an unguarded heart. Prosperity wants to flow and desires to be used for good. The more that you can give without expectation or fear, the more will flow into your life. But it feels like you're blocked because there are two entities, two possibilities, two ideas, two decisions, two different decisions. You don't know which way to go. And maybe the way for you is to kind of be more discerning when it comes to giving of your energy, giving your assets, giving your wealth. Let's see what is the meaning of the financial flow card, the guidance. With these two cards together, it really feels like something needs to return to you. Somebody needs to show some gratitude here. Somebody needs to keep this exchange of energy, whether it is money, time. It needs to be returned to you as a form of, as a way to say thank you. Tune into your unique money pattern. There are infinite ways that money can flow to you. It can come when it's expected, or it can come out of the blue. It can come through work or as a gift. Regardless of how money comes to you, you have a unique rhythm with it. Maybe money comes to you when you have a season of work followed by a season of rest. Or maybe money comes to you when you are immersed in work that you're passionate about each day. Perhaps money flows to you when you release all worry around it. Or maybe money flows to you when you spend time in gratitude for it each day. Start paying attention to when money comes into your life. Look for the pattern it follows, but be careful not to fall into the trap of believing that money only comes to you when you struggle or when you're stressed or exhausted. Money might be flowing in those circumstances because you feel confident in it, not because you're suffering. Once you identify your unique flow with money, start to unintentionally, leverage it to invite more and more money into your life. Let's get a little bit of a boost, an uplifting thought, an affirmation here with the lunar messages, the monology messages. What is the message you need to receive? Go deeper. And this card is telling you go deeper. If you don't know which way to go, if you don't know which one of these two pentacles to drop and which one to focus your attention, you need to go a little deeper. This is the new moon in Scorpio. You need to do some research. There's some understanding that needs to happen because things are not clear. And this card here, the investigator card, the secret agent card, the inquisitive mind card, shows up in the reading twice. So this is a very important energy you need to focus on. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me have your feedback. These are general readings, might resonate with you entirely or partially. Please let me know. Once you filter them through the lens of your own personal circumstances, let me know how they resonate with you. I'm always happy to read your comments in the comment section. And I'm always happy to interact with my viewers. Okay, so this was the reading for mixing the cards for group number 2. Now let's go to group number 3. Okay, just reorganize the cards. So group number 3, you picked the citrine cluster. So let's see what the significator card, the archetype, the energy you potentially embrace and you need to focus on, and the guidance are. So we have the conduit. This is the archetype, the energy you embrace so you can potentially achieve the goal, let's say, and the metamorphosis is the guidance, the ways you can achieve this goal. Okay. Metamorphosis, big change here with these butterflies. Big change. Conduit, we have a portal here. Let's see. We'll ask the tarot to give us some indications about this situation, and we will also read from the guidebook. So we're asking about blockages, changes that you're having a hard time embracing in order to manifest prosperity and abundance in your life. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Especially in your work environment, home environment, and also when it comes to self-care, personal well-being. This in the light of the lunar eclipse in Virgo, the blood moon that we just had a couple of days ago. So what do we need to know about your personal circumstances? We have the Two of Wands. Interesting how every card relating to the personal circumstance, the current circumstances for all readings was a wand card. We had the Knight of Wands for the first reading, we had the King of Wands for the second reading, and now we have the Two of Wands for the third group. So there might be a common theme throughout all these 3 readings. The challenge is the moon. Again, this card is showing its face for the second time. You may want to take a look also at the first and the second reading. You know, messages might spread in all the piles. Guidance, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. And the possible outcome. Possible outcome for you. Pile number 3. Possible outcome. This reading has a lot in common with pile number 2, so if you don't have time to watch the entire video, maybe you want to take a look at least at the pile number 2. 2 of Cups. So eventually you will come into union with whatever your heart is after. whatever your heart desires. There's a mutual attraction here. So whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. So, but what is the challenge? What are the obstacles? The star card, beautiful omen on the bottom of the deck. As for pile number 2, there's this energy of standing on the threshold of a major decision, but being unable to move forward, to make a necessary step, to choose either one way or the other. I was speaking in Italian, I had an interference, a linguistic interference. Maybe I'm talking to somebody who's from Italy. Maybe. 2 of Wands, 2 possible options, and you're standing right there, evaluating them, dreaming about them, manifesting them, considering, pondering, but not actually putting your foot forward in one direction or the other. Biggest challenge here, the blockage, is the moon, is the unknown, fear of the unknown, lack of clarity, doubts, inability to connect also with your own intuition, because when there was a saying, and I think it's from Alice in Wonderland, when you don't know where to go, any road will take you there. The guidance, we have the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Well, it's time to put your foot down and embrace a new beginning here, a new opportunities, a new opportunity. There's a way for you to learn something new, to improve yourself, to embrace an opportunity, to evolve as a person, to increase your wealth. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a new project, maybe it's a new course of studies. And it's something that it seems to be really meant for you. Once you embrace, you overcome that fear, whatever is holding you, that is putting you in the situations where you don't know which way to go, what to choose, which action to take. You just need to become perseverant. This is the perseverance card for me, the 7 of Wands. You need to persevere. Don't dismiss this situation too easily. Don't let fear prevent you from moving forward. Make that decision and follow your heart, follow your guts, follow your intuition, because whatever you're going towards, it will automatically click with you, and you will feel that immediately. You will immediately know, I have made the right decision. See there's a synchronicity between these 2 cards. You represent the energy of the conduit. And see this arch and pillars in both cards? You're standing there on the threshold of something big, something great, something that can possibly help you manifest the abundance in your life, achieve the prosperity, improve your well-being, improve your home, improve your ability to be productive at work, or enrich yourself if you're still a student. Maybe something, a new certificate, a new course of studies, a new major, something new that you can learn, something that you can learn. You need to persevere, even when fear is holding you back. Because whatever it is that you will choose in the end, choosing metamorphosis as a modality, there's a change that needs to be made here. There's a transformation that needs to happen. It will lead you to something that is really meant for you. You want this thing, and this thing wants you. There's attraction. It's mutual attraction. It's inevitable that you will actually achieve that goal. Let's read from, let me pull a card here for the moon. What is this fear? What is this fear? What is this fear? Self-doubt, unknown that you're afraid of. What is it that you're afraid of? What is it that creates so much insecurity and fear and self-doubt? Ace of Swords, it's not knowing. There's something you don't know. It's clarity of mind. So we might be talking to somebody who needs to make a decision, for example, about 2 jobs, 2 course of studies, 2, academic paths, maybe. Okay. Let's read from the guidebook. Let's give you some more clarity and guidance about your energy, potential energy, energy that you need to embrace, and guidance. And we will also grab a card, like a boost, a pep talk from this Moonology Messages Oracle deck. Okay, the conduit, your energy, the energy that you can embrace because you already carry it within yourself. Tap into the divine flow of money, allow it to flow to you and through you. The conduit understands that money is like water, it wants to flow. She never attempts to block the way it wishes to go or force it to change direction. Instead, she revels in it when it flows to her and sends it off with gratitude when it flows away. When it comes to money, your role is to be a conduit for it, to allow it to flow to you and through you. At times, you will feel called to save money, to allow it to accumulate to support you. At other times, you will feel the pull to spend money, to allow it to unlock new experiences for you or help you live your life to the fullest. But remember that money does not want to be hoarded simply for the sake of accumulation, nor does it want to be spent just for the sake of spending it. Are you clinging to money, or are you spending mindlessly? Set the intention to flow with your money instead of trying to force it to flow a certain way. Maybe there's an important decision that needs to be made about how to invest money into different things, in two different ways. And this reading has a lot in common with pile number 2. We had a 2 of Pentacles and a 2 of Swords in a challenge position with that reading. So there's the same kind of vibe. So it might be a sort of indecision about how to invest your energy, how to invest your resources in two different ways. Let's see what is the guidance of the Metamorphosis card. I hope these readings were helpful. Please let me know in the comment section how they resonate with you. Embrace change. Change is inevitable. While the uncertainty of change can be frightening, there is also the potential for new levels of beauty and abundance that you haven't even dreamed of. This change as a theme was recurrent in all three readings. Also in the first pile, we had the Death card as guidance, so embracing the change fearlessly. Don't be afraid to invite a radical transformation in your life, whatever the target in your life is to create abundance is a common theme through all the readings. And it's natural because this blood moon, the lunar eclipse in Virgo, favors radical changes. It's time to cut cords with something that doesn't serve you anymore. You are at a point in your journey to abundance where change is needed or possibly even already underway. This is not a time to cling to the past. Release what is no longer serving you and allow the change to transform you into a more abundant, more aligned version of yourself. This card is asking you to embrace the change, no matter how scary the uncertainty of it is. And the uncertainty comes from this moon card and the clarified by the Ace of Swords. You're afraid of taking a decision that might take you in a completely new direction in life. Afraid of embracing something new. It could be a new job, something in the realm of the mind, job, work-related, any project that requires the use of the intellectual capabilities, mental clarities, spoken word, written word. If you're an author, for example, if you're a writer, if you're a creator in that line of work. Remember, all change in your life starts with you. If you want to set your finances, to see your finances or any form of abundance change, then you must be willing to welcome change on a deep and personal level. So you need to embrace the new. If what you were doing before was not producing any positive outcome, well, it's time to say goodbye to old ideas, old ways to see the world, old frames of mind, old projects, and maybe embrace something new. Look at different options, follow a different path. Okay, so this was, oh, I forgot, your pep talk, your final affirmation, your final boost from this Moonology deck. Find a balance. Find a balance. Full moon in Libra. Definitely a decision that needs to be made here. Whatever this decision is will put you back on track towards your the final goal that is really meant for you, and will help you manifest the abundance you're seeking in your life. Find a balance. Full moon in Libra, definitely a decision, very important decision, has an official kind of energy to it, especially with this Ace of Swords. So it really might be talking about job, job related decisions, starting, working, that kind of thing, right? And perseverance, Seven of Wands. Even when everything seems to work against you, don't give up. That could be also another message for you. All right, thank you so much for being with me for this review of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. Actually, a feature more than anything else. An in-depth review of this deck is on my channel. I will link it in the description of the video and in the first pinned comment, so you can easily find it and you get to know more about this beautiful deck. Thank you so much for staying with me for these 3 readings. I hope the readings were, whichever reading you chose, whichever path you chose, I hope it was useful for you. Please let me know in the comment section. And until I see you next time, many, many blessings.